After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is
the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
At the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now back to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
A gain of 12. First down, Dallas.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down and more past midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Back to throw now on 1st down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as score. It's caught at the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Let's go.
Sammy Watkins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense? Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
He's carrying a weapon. He's coming. We got double up, double up.
Throwing now is Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Check 99. Go. 25. Check 25.
Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Murray. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a rush coming, and he's taken down. Hassan Reddick racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On 2nd and 7, Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
10. Slam. Off.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Buying time to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. 10th carry now for Elliott. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Let's go. 6 yards. Cut. Check three.
They go to Elliott again. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, the return is Kirk. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Get in the weight room. Slam. Check.
And to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Murray now on first down. This one caught by Isabella. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
12 more yards. That's another Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check me out. Check. 5-2's the mic.
Now they try the right side here. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point good by Hopkins, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Hey, 4 down. Check. 40's the mark.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got Watkins on the out route. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
He'll drop to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. He's got it at the Touchdown, Cowboys! Sammy Watkins, 67 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Gay now set to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Now a handoff looking right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. The Cardinals on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Now he'll pull it down. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Now Elliott. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch twitch.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
Here we go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, That allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 40.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
On first and 10, here's Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw, it's Murray.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Cardinals on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Watch the backer, watch the backer. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. That's it. And 25 to the mic.
From the gun on third down, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First down and goal to go.
So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
Okay, Brady, I see you.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Shot.
Play fake. Murray. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to... And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the eye.
Again, it's Elliott. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
3 down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to look deep for Watkins. He's got a man, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Sammy Watkins, 82 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, watch the slant.
And he stopped immediately there. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Check 31, check 31. Check, 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 check. Check 52. Go. Check 52's the mic.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And some room to run now. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big run there. 29 yards and a